But all this news is good for asset managers. So let's focus on Investec first. It's an international banking and asset management group that operates in the UK, South Africa and Australia. Combined global market cap of 61.2 billion rand, price to earnings ratio of 16 and a dividend yield of 3.2%. And Paul, I suppose this picks up on the conversation that we were having yesterday around the property elements within the Investec stable as well.
Yeah, fabulous. That team, Sam Hackner, Sam Leon have done a fabulous job. They've built Growth Point, they floated it off. They're basically doing it all over again, both here in South Africa and in Australia. And that kind of thing is emblematic of the group because that's the kind of quality, talented, good-looking people they have working there. They continue to do fabulous stuff. The best part of the business is, in fact, the asset management operation. Remember, that's Hendrik de Tooy, started in Cape Town, took it to London. It's got R1 trillion roughly under management. It's probably more nowadays. And then you add to that the private wealth business, because remember, it's private banking, but private banking sort of morphs into asset management, stockbroking, providing people with loans, insurance-based products, and so on. The parts of the business that are less attractive these days are the investment banking operations, because remember, that's very lumpy and so on and so forth.
Gerbrand, I commented on yesterday, and that's also the incentivization that the asset managers have within the Investec stable. That is quite aggressive, wouldn't you say?
Yeah, look, I think they weren't probably so much aligned than what they now are after the deal that they announced a few months back. So they've acquired some of the asset management shares within the group. We think at a bit of a cheap discount to what they should have got it. But certainly, if you look at the bigger numbers and the bigger picture within the Investec group, you're buying a company and a bank and a wealth management business and an asset management business. Well, you're paying 1.25 price to book. It's probably the way to look at these guys, and it's cheaper than what you would have paid for Standard Bank, which is trading at 1.5, 1.6 price to book, and you're getting an asset management team or asset management business, which is a huge business, almost for free. So, yeah, they trading at a full year forward PE valuation, if you look at analysts, of about 10.5, and I think 2 year forward are about 9 PE. And the dividend yield goes up to about 4 with 1 year looking forward. So not too bad on that front.
I suppose, Paul, in an asset manager, your people are your competitive advantage. And with this new incentivization, they aren't going to lose any of their team.
Yes, I think that seems true because they've got the option to buy another 5% to take their stake up to 20. Look, I think it is a good deal, and it was certainly a good deal for Hendrik and his core cronies there, but I don't think it was as good a deal for shareholders of Investec because, as I said, that's the best part of the business. And I agree with Gerbrand, they got it at a better price than they would have sold that business to an outside party. I don't really know what to say. Remember also the big ticket asset management firms are a little bit prone to the trend globally towards passive equities management. So the idea of celebrity big cap managers making big fees is also, I think, going to in the longer term be under pressure. So I don't know. I mean, I worry a little bit. The other thing about Investec is it must be said that each time it's looked as though it's recovering from the big bad slump of 08-09, it seems to have some or other problem, whether it's in Australia or with private clients here that they take big write-offs, or the UK, where it sort of seems almost as though it's one step forward, one step back. And that's why the share price has languished at around 60, 70 Rand a share. It just doesn't seem to be able to get any traction.
So does that one step forward, one step back translate into a hot or not, Gerbrand?
I think these valuations certainly are hot for me.
Paul, hot or not?
Okay, I'll go with it. I'll say it's hot because I think sooner or later they're going to have a clean operating half year. Hot.